It's no secret that you could buy a home with minimum $1,000 down, but should you? I'm going to give you the pros and cons of getting on a down payment assistance program, specifically in Colorado, mainly known as CHAFA. The main two programs that are offered is a grant or a second mortgage. The grant you don't have to pay back. The second mortgage, it is added onto your first mortgage. Of course, the pros are that you could buy a home and the minimum contribution is at least $1,000. Obviously, if you qualify for the grant money, you don't have to pay back, which is great. Now for the cons, higher interest rates. These programs do come at a cost, and in return, it's a higher interest rate. With these programs, if your agent does negotiate seller credits, you cannot buy down the rate. You can only help paying down closing costs, or it goes towards the home, like a home insurance, for example. And lastly, not everybody qualifies for these programs. You do have to have a minimum credit score of 620. It does have an income cap, so you cannot be making more than a certain amount per year. And you must also take a first-time home buyer class, and the home you buy must be owner-occupied. So not use it as a rental, Airbnb, none of that sort. You must live on the property. If you do buy a home with CHAFA and in the future you want to sell or refinance, you do have to pay CHAFA back before you can do that. Paying CHAFA back, I mean the amount that they let you borrow, essentially. The main people that I recommend programs like CHAFA to is if you could afford a monthly mortgage, but you don't have the money upfront to buy the home. And also, if you're thinking of staying in the home for a long period of time before having to pay CHAFA back, these programs just make more sense trying to get into a home sooner than later. But just keep in mind the cons of it, of course.